Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. There he goes, right side. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They'll go again here with Akers. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a dump off here complete. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that. Right there, they're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2nd and 13. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. They'll pitch it out to Akers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On play action, they'll throw. Pass incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll look to set up his blockers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Never make the mistake that these slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Fields. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. That's out to the flat for Akers. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. Touchdown, Raiders! Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Now Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. from the 50. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive. Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 26. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second and 11 now. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
On first down, Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up third and 5 now.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're able to answer Raiders are back here in the third quarter with a field goal of their own to move back in front by 3.
It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe, one of the great Grand Slam epics? Go ahead and look it up, folks.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ultra. Ready?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, if you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
52.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Steal. Check steal. Strike. Check strike.
Counter play with Jacobs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The kick by Carlson is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll run here with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down and goal. Fields. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here's Akers. They try and run.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. He's back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw.
Able to connect with Jacobs.
And he goes out right around the 39. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. He'll look to throw.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And it's a fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. They'll look to throw. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back to throw.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 2.
And this one complete again to Mims.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. on as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're numb to plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Fields.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.